Hi everyone, welcome. Shelter Monkey here. So today I wanted to talk a bit more about pocket clips. So in my last video about pocket clips, I put forth the assertion that the ideal shape for the nub on a pocket clip is a shape something like this. So let's get into the details as to why this is the ideal shape. So first of all, on the front face of the nub, you have a nice gradual angle transitioning smoothly into a flat region and then transitioning into a steeper angle on the rear face of the nub. So the purpose of this shallow angle on the front face of the nub is to allow easy insertion of the nub over the seam of your pocket. And the purpose of this steeper angle on the rear face of the nub is to provide more retention by the pocket clip than would otherwise be there. Now you don't want too steep of an angle here, like a vertical angle like that, or even more extreme, a reverse angle like that, because that would tend to trap the pocket clip in your pocket, making the knife extremely difficult to remove from your pocket. So also I mentioned there's a flat region down here on the clip. So what is the purpose of the flat region? Well, the purpose of the flat region is to spread the load from the clip over a wider area of fabric on your pocket, therefore reducing wear and tear on your pocket. Also, if you think about it, this top surface of the clip is superfluous. And if you look at spring steel clips, you'll often see something like that. So also on spring steel clips, you'll often see a flat portion extending off the front of the nub. So why is that there? Well, if you do not have a top surface here like you would on a machined titanium clip, then it's good to have a flat region out here. And the reason that is that if you inadvertently brush up against your car door or a wall or something, if you have a flat area out here, it's going to spread the load over more area than just a point here. And that would reduce the likelihood of you damaging your car door or things like that you might brush up against. In my previous video on pocket clips, I introduced the idea of preload. In engineering terms, a pocket clip is an example of a cantilever beam. Now, preload is the amount of force that the pocket clip nub exerts towards the handle when there is no fabric between it and the handle. So to take a closer look at this, let's bring in a graph. So here we have a graph. On the vertical axis, we have the force that the pocket clip is exerting towards the handle. And on the horizontal axis, we have the displacement of the pocket clip nub above the handle. So let's consider a basic spring steel clip. It might have a plot that looks something like that. Now, when you're actually using the pocket clip, you're only using a very narrow range of displacement because usually the fabric on your pocket is just not very thick. So this is a stainless steel clip. Now, if we could design the clip so it's basically angled down into the handle, so it's at its resting state. If the handle was not there, it would actually be below the handle. And that is preload. So by adding preload to the clip, you can move the graph up that way along the vertical axis. Now consider a pocket clip of the exact same shape, but constructed out of titanium instead of steel. It would have a force displacement plot that looked something like this. It would have both lower preload than the steel clip, and also the spring rate of it would be much less than the steel clip. But this is a clip of the exact same shape. The designer is free to increase the cross-sectional area of the clip to make it stiffer. So by increasing the cross-sectional area of the titanium clip, you could bring up both the spring rate and the preload to something closer to that of steel. Also, by adjusting the preload, you can shift this line up like that. And remember, you're only using a very narrow portion of displacement of the clip. So that's why titanium clips can be made well if they're engineered well. If you have any comments or questions, I'd love to hear from you, so please comment below. And also, if you could like and subscribe and share and all that, I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye now.